that I have given you exercise, okay, and I hope that all of you will complete it and write it down over here. I mean, upload it on the Google Classroom. Okay, Kadambari has completed it already. So, guys, do you have any problem in that while completing it? Did you face any challenge in it? Okay, Ayush, have you completed the exercise? Okay, Kadambari has shared it. Okay, okay, half of it completed by Ayush. And what about other students? Ayush Goyaji, Vaishnavi Ghatkar, Vedanta Nerurkar, are you there? You have not given your attendance over here. Okay, all right, all right. Okay, okay. So, guys, today we will start your fourth lesson. All right. So, are you ready for it? Okay, here is the screen. Here we go for fourth lesson. That is economic development in India after independence. Okay, this is economic development. So, is it visible to everyone? Textbook. Okay, all right, Vaishnavi. Okay. Now see. So the first paragraph already we covered. Okay, in the last lecture. That is, we are going to study India's economic policy in this chapter. Okay. There are different economic policies by different countries. So which one we adopted for our economy that we are going to study? That includes a study of mixed type of economy, 5 year plans in India, and success of these 5 year plans, and also the failures of these 5 year plans. So this is we are going to study also nationalization of banks in India. When this happened, we are going to study 20 point program is there. 20 कलमी कार्यक्रम उससे कहा जाता है. Okay, mill worker strikes and especially the new economic policy of 1991. So after the independence, whatever the changes which are related to economic field or economy of our country has took place, we are going to study it in this lesson. How our economy flourished, okay, and how it reached to the level that it is today. All right. So got it. Okay. So okay, Bhakti has joined us, right? All right. So now let's start. There was a mention of mixed economy over there. Okay, in the paragraph. Now we will study what is mixed economy. Okay. So let's start mixed economy. Brainstorming about the kind of economy we would adopt after independence started much before India got independence. Okay, what is the meaning of brainstorming? Do you know what do you mean by brainstorming? Okay, Okay, so we can easily say that brainstorming is nothing but discussion on something. Okay, जब हमारा ओके हमें जब इंडिपेंडेंस मिलना था, ओके, उससे पहले क्या हुआ कि इंडिया में इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद कौन से टाइप की इकोनॉमी का हम एडॉप्शन करेंगे, कौन से टाइप की इकोनॉमी हम एडॉप्ट करेंगे. सो टू डिस्कस द सेम थिंग, there was a brainstorming much before the independence, that which type of economy we are going to adopt or we should adopt after the independence, so that we can give justice to people, because we know that poverty was in India was very high when Britishers left us, right? So to give them justice for their nutrition, okay, for their earning, what type of economy should we choose for this point, or for this discussion? Okay, so there was a brainstorming done much before we got independence. So got it, everybody? Okay. So brainstorming about kind of economy we would adopt after independence started much before India got independence. Our Prime Minister Pandit Nehru adopted the middle path rather than taking recourse to any extremes. Okay, so then Prime Minister, that is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister at that time, they adopted, means they uh, discussed, okay, that we should adopt the middle path. Okay, what we have to adopt? Basically, there are three types of economies: socialist economy, capitalist economy, and mixed type. In the mixed, there are the characters of the both types of economy, that is the mixed type, sorry, capitalistic and socialistic. So basically, what is here in socialistic type economy, all the means of production, everything is controlled by the government itself. All the factories, everything of means of the production, all these things are controlled by the government. And in the capitalist economy, what happens? In the capitalist economy, people can do their own businesses. People handles their own businesses. They can start their business. So in Europe, in America, even in India, okay, nowadays the capitalist economy is grooming. Okay, it is very fast. So rather than going to capitalist economy or the socialist economy, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru chose or adopted the middle parts of mixed up economy, so that our people or India will get the benefit of both capitalist type of economy and also the benefit of socialist type of economy. So that's why Prime Minister Pandit Nehru adopted a middle path rather than taking recourse to any extreme. Some countries had adopted capitalism while some had adopted socialism. Okay, so in the world there are some countries which have adopted the socialist type of economy. So in that countries everything is controlled by government. There are other type, on the other hand there are different other type of countries which have capitalist type of economy. So each type of economy had its own advantages. मतलब ये जो हमने तीन प्रकार की इकोनॉमीज देखी है उनके अपने अपने कुछ एडवांटेजेस होते हैं, उनके अपने अपने कुछ डिसएडवांटेजेस भी होते हैं. ओके, so do you got that which type of economy we adopted in after the independence? So which economy we adopted, which kind of or which type of economy we adopted after the independence? Okay. Yes, anybody else? There are 8 students, okay, in the class. Yes, Kadambari is saying as mix. What about other students? What do you mean by yes only? I have just asked that which kind of economy India adopted. after the independence. I just explained you there are different kind of economies. Okay, Kadambari is saying mixed type of economy. Yes, Vishal, Vedant, Vaishnavi. Okay, so try to give the answers like this when I ask. So this is right answer that we did not go to the extreme types. We chose middle path. Okay, extreme means capitalist and directly socialist. Okay, so see, in a capitalist system, the means of production are privately owned. It means what? There are private companies in the country. People can start their own business with their own, what we can say, ownership. Okay, their own ownership. So in the capitalist system, the means of production are privately owned. Okay, we say that it is a private limited, Tata India private limited, Reliance Industries private limited. Basically, it is private. There is no any role of government or any ownership of the government in the capitalist system. उसे भांडवलशाही अर्थव्यवस्था कहते हैं. लोगों के पास कैपिटल होता है. They start their own businesses with this capital. Now next one is in the socialist economy, the means of production are owned by the state in the name of the society. Okay, so in any government, okay, so government is chosen by the people. We say right. So basically, they represent the society, or they represent the people of the country. So in the socialist type economy, what happens? There are many means of productions. Okay, many industries we can easily say. Okay, so these industries are owned by the state. State means the government of that particular country. So the means of production are owned by the state in the name of the society. जनतेच्या नावाखाली. ओके, और जनता की नेम से वो जो मीन्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन होते हैं वो अपने स्टेट चलाते हैं, उस कंट्री के गवर्नमेंट चलाते हैं. ए मिक्स्ड इकोनॉमी वर्क्स both in private and public sector. Okay, so in the capitalist economy there is public sector companies, there are government sector companies also. In socialist economy there are only government companies, but in the mixed type of economy we get the benefit of the both type of economies, that is socialist and the capitalist. It means there is public sector also. It means private companies and government sector or public sector is also there. Public sector means government sector or the government companies. In order to achieve economic development of a modern India, we gave preference to model of mixed economy. Okay, so as we got independence, there was a brainstorming that was going on, there was discussion going on much before our independence that which type of economy we have to adopt. So we choose the mixed type economy so as to achieve economic development of modern India. We can see three parts in this kind of economy. Okay, so in the mixed type economy, there are basically three sectors. Okay, mixed economy is also divided into three parts. First part is public sector, means there are means of the production is under the state government. Private sector, so here is the role of capitalist economy. In the public sector is the role of socialist economy, and in the joint sector both public sector and private sector, I mean public sector or high and private sector companies work together. Public sector means you have to consider it is the government company. Okay, so do you understand what is public sector company? It should be clear to everyone first of all. Okay, is my voice breaking to all of you? Okay, Vishal, I think it is problem at your end. Okay, you can again try rejoin once again. So the public sector means government companies and private sector means private companies. Okay. Okay, I think that's why it is problem at your end. It is raining, na? Yes. You continue, but if you have any problem, you can still access the video on YouTube. Okay, now see, public sector means the industries in this sector are completely under the control and management of the government. For example, production of defense equipment. So, guys, you know what? In the public sector type of company, production of the defense equipment like HAL, we know Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, it is one of the company. Okay, it is government company or public sector companies because everything is going on there. Every management of that company, it is done by the government of India. Okay, that's why it is in the public sector company. Next one is the private sector. But you know what? Currently, we are moving towards the capitalist economy more, and we have allowed 100% FDI in the public sector company, in the defense sector companies. Means if you have the technology, if you have the capital, you can also start the defense company in our India. Okay. Now next one is the private sector. The industries in this sector are owned by private industrialists. म्हणजेच खाजगी उद्योजक जे आहेत, रिलायन्स इंडस्ट्री, टाटा इंडस्ट्री, okay, Adani Ambani, okay. So these are the private sector companies. But HAL, BHEL, okay, these are government sector companies, Navratna companies. I think you have heard about the Navratna companies in India. GAIL, BHEL, HPCL, okay, Indian Oil, Bharat Petroleum. So these are the public sector companies. And private sector means Reliance Industry is there, Jio is there, Tata Industry is there, okay, LG is there. So likewise, different private industrial companies over there. And next sector is the joint sector. Okay, in this sector, some industries are owned by the private industrialists, while some are run under the government management. Okay, so there is third sector, that is joint sector. In this sector, some companies are run by the private players or the private industrialist, while some other are run under the government management. Okay, so this is the three sectors of mixed type of economy. So when we started our country, I mean our after our independence, when we choose mixed type of economy, then in that time or in that time there were public sector companies in India. Okay, on the large extent, in the large scale, there was public sector companies. Okay, after that, government allowed some people to establish their own companies like private sector, but their percentage or their contribution was very less into overall economy. Next is the joint sector. Okay, in joint sector, after some years, after some decades of our independence, government started to give more importance to the joint sector, that is public sector and as well as private sector. Okay, so guys, these are the components or the three parts of the mixed type of economy. So do you understand this type of sectors that are included in the mixed type of economy? Okay, okay. So when anybody says a mixed type economy, then these three parts should be come in your mind. Now see, for mixed economy to run smoothly, there is a need of coordination between a private sector and a public sector. Okay guys, so already we studied that in the mixed up economy, there are public sector is involved and also there is private sector which is involved. So for the running smooth running of this mixed type of economy, Okay, the proper coordination is very important between the private sector and the public sector. This system aims at maximization of production and popular participation on a large scale. Okay, what is it? Basically, in this type of system, that is mixed type of economy, the main aim of this system or this economy is to maximize the production capacity of our country, to maximize the production capacity of different industries in India, and also a population participation on a large scale. And also in that, there should be the participation of our public also there. Okay, हमारी जो पब्लिक है, हमारी जो पॉपुलेशन है, उसका भी कंट्रीब्यूशन और उसका भी पार्टिसिपेशन इन कंपनीज में, इन सेक्टर्स में होना चाहिए. ओके, सो दिस इज द मेन एम ऑफ दिस मिक्स टाइप ऑफ इकोनॉमी, because we have to get the benefit of capitalist economy also, and mixed I mean the socialist economy also. Okay, an effort has been made in this system to bring together the good aspect of both the capitalist and the socialist system. Okay, as I discussed right now, that in this type of system, that is a mixed type system, effort has been made to bring together the good aspect of both capitalist and socialist system. Okay, as earlier we studied that there are the advantages of each type of system, that is mixed type of system has its own advantages, capitalist type of system has its own advantage, and same goes for the socialist economy. So in the mixed economy, what we have tried, that we should get the benefit and advantages of the both this capitalist as well as socialist type of economy, so that we can use these for the welfare of the society and welfare of our population and people. Okay, a mixed economy cannot ignore the profit motive, entrepreneurship, discipline, and time bound planning, etc. So as we know that if there are government sector companies, then there is the no accountability on the employees of that company, government sector company, public sector company. That's why we don't need any product from the government, we don't need any service for the government. Okay, और हमें जो एजुकेशन चाहिए हम गवर्नमेंट स्कूल से सीखते नहीं, क्यों? ओके, क्योंकि वहां पर बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट मैनेजमेंट नहीं होता और बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉफिट ओरिएंटेड वो जो सिस्टम है वो चलाते नहीं. ओके, लेकिन इन द मिक्स्ड टाइप इकोनॉमी व्हाट हैपेंस, वी हैव टू टेक द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ द बोथ थिंग, मींस we have to go for the profit also, we cannot ignore profit. Okay, profit motive. Okay, कोई भी इंडस्ट्री अगर चलती है, कोई भी अपना बिजनेस खड़ा करता है, उसका मोटिव क्या होता है? प्रॉफिट कमाना. उसका मोटिव होता है प्रॉफिट कमाना. सो इन द मिक्स टाइप ऑफ इकोनॉमी आल्सो, इन द सोशलिस्ट इकोनॉमी फ्रेंड्स, देयर इज नो मोटिव ऑफ प्रॉफिट ओवर देयर. Okay, in the mixed type economy, I mean in the socialist type economy, there is no motive of profit over there, but in the mixed type economy there is a character of the capitalist economy also. That's why there is a profit motive, we cannot ignore that. Entrepreneurship means starting new businesses, new business ideas there. Discipline, okay, time bound planning is there. Okay, so these are very important factor in the mixed type economy also, though we cannot ignore them. So guys, do you understand this? How the coordination between private and public sector is important for smooth running of the mixed type of economy. How there is the blending of the benefits of the capitalist as well as socialist type of economy in the mixed type economy, and also in the mixed type economy we cannot ignore entrepreneurship, discipline, profit motive, and time bound planning. Okay, so anybody having any doubt in this? Okay, Vishal, Ayush, Kadambari, Vaishnavi. Okay, Vedant, are you there? Okay. Okay, so the next part of this mixed economy is a mixed economy also naturally tends to give priority to national interest. Okay, so guys, you know what? If there is a mixed type of economy, it naturally tends to give priority to national interest. National interest means हमारा जो देश है उसके हित में क्या क्या चीजें होंगी. ओके, ये होता है नेशनल इंटरेस्ट. So in the next mixed economy, it automatically or naturally gives priority to national interest. Means in this mixed type of economy, if we have to take any decision, then first of all we think about our national interest. If it is going to serve our country, if it is going to benefit our country or not. Okay, so it tends to give priority to national interest. So long-term development is stressed upon with priority. Okay, guys. So in the mixed up economy, what happens? Long-term development is stressed upon the with the priority. It means for the long-term development of India or long-term development of any country or our country, what we do? We do planning according to that, and we give priority to that particular long-term development plan. The industries like defense, scientific research, education, roads, railways, waterways, seaport, and airport development require huge capital investment. But the return in these areas are delayed. Okay, guys, so we know that defense sector, scientific research sector, education in our country, roads in our country, railway system in our country, and what are the waterways in our country. Also, seaport development in our country, airport development in the India. Okay, so these type of sectors, these type of fields require huge capital investment. We know that for the build road building or for airport building or for the development of seaport, we need large amount of money, we need huge capital investment over there, but the profit we are getting after this is very less and it takes very long period. Okay, so after having the huge investment in this type of project like railway line is there, waterways are there, port development is there. Okay, people or the government of India invest too much, huge amount of money is invested over there, capital is invested over there. Okay, but the return from these areas are very delayed. Okay, delayed मतलब अगर एक बार हमने यहाँ पर करोड़ों रुपए, हजारों करोड़ों रुपए वहां पर हमने इन्वेस्ट किए, तो उसका जो रिटर्न है वो हमें बाद में मिलेंगे. ओके, वो जो जितने मनी जितने पैसे हमने वहां पर लगाए हैं, अगर वो पैसे हमें चाहिए, वो पैसे हमें उसका इन्वेस्टमेंट रिटर्न मिले, तो उसके लिए बहुत ज्यादा देर लगती है. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज इट इज डिलेड. Not many private industrialists are keen to invest in these areas. Okay. Now see, if profits are very delayed, profits are very less, then why people like you and me will invest in these type of projects? Okay, हम यहाँ पर investment नहीं करेंगे. So that's why private industrialists are not keen to invest in this area. Okay, in such a situation, the government has to take the initiative. ओके, अगर इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट जो रोड डेवलपमेंट नहीं करेंगे तो कौन करेगा? फाइनली गवर्नमेंट कम्स इनटू द लाइट एंड दे रन दिस टाइप ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स. दे बिल्ड रोड, they build railways lines, they build airports. Okay, other waterways over there. So this type of different sector like scientific research, defense sector, education in India, so these are under the control of government India, or it is done by government of India because they need very high investment, very huge amount of capital is required, and also profit margins are very less and they it is very delayed. That's why private players or the private industrialists are not very interested to invest in such a type of project. That's why government comes into focus and they invest in such a type of project. Okay, so government take the initiative. So anybody having any issue up to now, any doubt? Do you understand it or not? How a mixed type of economy has different characteristics. Okay, so thus India adopted the mixed economy model and 5-year plans and started off on its path of development. So as we studied that India chose or India adopted the mixed type of economy so that we will get the benefit of both capitalist economy as well as socialist economy for our development. So after choosing this mixed type of economy, we went for our development. We started our road, our travel towards the development. The industrial policy of 1973 increased the speed of development. Okay, so in 1973, the priority was given in this policy to control the influence of heavy industries. Okay, also industrial families and foreign industries, and remove the imbalance in the regional development. So, what was the priority of the 1973 policy of industrial policy? So, the priority was given in this policy to control the influence of heavy machineries, industrial families, and foreign industries. It means Indian government controlled the heavy industries, industrial families in India, foreign industries in India, and removed the imbalance in the regional development. Okay, so we know that if there is a regional imbalance, what happens in the regional imbalance that uh, people start to develop regionalism in the society. Okay, so that's why regional imbalance was removed or a start priority was given to remove the regional imbalance in the country. So guys, see, the industrial policy of 1973 was uh, dedicated or the priority was given to the control of influence of the industrial families. Okay, also uh, a heavy industry was there, and the removal of the imbalance in the regional development. Okay, do you understand this? The priority of the industrial policy of 1973. So in the 1973, Indira Gandhi was the prime minister at that time. Okay. So the government focused on the development of small scale industries and cottage industries. So in the 1973 policy, one more development was there, or one more policy was there, that the government focused on the development of small scale industries and cottage industries. Okay, जो कॉटन डेवलपमेंट होता था कि वो कॉटन प्रोसेसिंग इंडिया में जो होता था. ओके, सो इट वाज डेवलप्ड in that time. Government also started paying more attention to cooperative sector. So cooperative sector को बोलते हैं सहकारी sector. Okay, सहकारी तत्वावर चालणारे different companies or different organizations. Okay, So in the cooperative sectors, what happens? People collect the contributes, okay, their we can say from, okay, from hundreds to thousands people come together, they collect the money, okay, and they run an organization. Okay, so this is the cooperative, they cooperate with each other and they run a organization in India. Okay, this is called as the cooperative sector. सहकारी तत्व ते एकमेकांना सहकार्य करतात आणि एखादं ऑर्गनायझेशन. So on the cooperative basis, different sugar factories was started in India. Okay, sugar factories, different dairy industry was set up in India under the cooperative sector. Okay, so this is all about the mixed type of economy. So if you get the exam, if you get the question in the exam that is explain something about the mixed type economy or uh, write a note on mixed type economy, then you have to give the answer point wise. You have to take the proper important topics or proper important lines from this lesson, from this paragraph or this topic, and then you have to write it down. All right. So is it clear? Okay, is it clear? It is clear to everyone. So guys, the next topic is all about 5-year plans in India. Have you heard about 5-year plans before? 5-year plan. Okay, Ayush has not heard about it. Okay, Kadambari already know, I think. So Kadambari, where you heard about it or where do you know anything about it? 5-year plan. Okay, only heard. All right, all right. So basically, 5-year plans are those. Okay, after the independence, we know in the 1951 our first election started. What happened? In 1991, our first general election was conducted. Okay, and from that time, for every 5 year, okay, our government used to set some goals, used to set some plans, and according to that plans, according to that goal, according to that objective for 5 years, our government used to launch different schemes. Our government used to work according to that objectives to meet that objective in the 5 years. Okay, so that's why it is called as 5 year. So in the first 5-year plans, in the first 5 years, there was a plan for at our government that we have to remove the poverty, we have to increase the grain production in our country. Okay, likewise this. So after that, the 5 year completed, again new plan was for the next 5 years. All right. So in the next 5 years, there was again old points because everything is not possible to complete or meet the target in only 5 years. Okay. So this is about the 5-year plans. So do you understand this? What is a 5-year plan actually? Okay. Okay. So Kadamari, for this purpose, one of the commission, that is planning commission, was set up in India. Okay. तो ये जो 5 ईयर के लिए, ये 5 साल के लिए जो कुछ प्लान हमारे देश के लिए हमें रखना है, जो ऑब्जेक्टिव हमें रखने हैं, ओके, उसको डिसाइड करने के लिए हमने एक कमीशन बनाया था, उसे कहते हैं प्लानिंग कमीशन, उसे नियोजन आयोग ऐसे बोला जाता है. ओके, मराठी में और हिंदी में नियोजन आयोग. ओके, तो ये जो नियोजन आयोग है उसमें कुछ आदमी रहते थे, बड़े बड़े एक्सपर्ट लोग रहते थे डिफरेंट फील्ड के, और वो हमारे लिए, गवर्नमेंट के लिए प्लान डिसाइड करते थे कि अगले 5 साल के लिए हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या होगा. वो ऑब्जेक्टिव हम कैसे फुलफिल करेंगे, लाइक वाइज दिस. ओके. सो देयर वाज डिफरंट 5 year प्लॅन फॉर एव्हरी 5 years. ओके. तर मराठीमध्ये त्याला म्हटलं जातं. ओके गाईज, एम आय ऑडिबल? ओके. तर मराठीमध्ये त्याला पंचवार्षिक योजना असं म्हटलं जातं. 5 year प्लॅन्स म्हणजेच काय? पंचवार्षिक योजना. पंचवार्षिक योजना सर्वांनी ऐकल्याच असेल, आय होप. राईट. ओके, आयुष हॅज नॉट हर्ड अबाउट इट. पंचवार्षिक योजना. तर ह्या पंचवार्षिक योजना दर 5 वर्षाला येतात आणि या पंचवार्षिक योजनेनुसार काही आपण गोल सेट करतात गव्हर्नमेंट आणि त्यानुसार आपण आपल्या देशामध्ये डेव्हलपमेंट घडून आणतो. तर ह्या ज्या पंचवार्षिक योजना आहेत किंवा all these 5 year plans, we are going to study it. Okay. But friends, we are going to take it in the next lecture. Okay, because of some problems at my end, we are going to conclude the lecture, today's lecture here only. Okay. So do we understand today's topic? That is, we studied about the mixed type of economy. Why we choose a mixed type of economy? What are different topics of mixed type of economy? What are the benefits and advantages, disadvantages of mixed economy? Okay. So we are going to study it later on also in details. How it has the benefit of both type of economy, that is capitalist as well as uh, socialist type of economy. What are different sectors that are comes under the public sector, private sector? Okay. So I think goodbye to everyone and good night. Take care. Okay. Today's lecture is over here. So I hope today's lecture was good and you have understood everything. Okay. Thank you, Kadambari, Ayush, everyone, Vaishnavi, Vedant. Okay, Vishal. Vaishnavi.